Hey everybody, what's going on tonight? I know it's been more than a minute. Sorry, I had to turn my phone off. It's been more than a minute since I've come on here and did a live stream. Had a lot going on. Trip to Minnesota, came back, had some things going on, and then of course had Thanksgiving, and then we had a couple of Christmas parties. I got it as 15 days before, but we had family get-togethers and whatnot. So had all that going on. So tonight I decided to go ahead and just get a live stream going, see how everybody's duck season's going on. But before we start, um, I'd like to thank my sponsors, Salt Creek Custom Ammunition. Keith has been making some of the best ammo I have shot ever, and that's just the honest truth. I love his ammo, his steel shot, his bismuth, his TSS. Every round I've shot um, is done very well. Um, Also, like to thank Scott Trulock at Trulock Choke Tubes, for giving me an opportunity to test out some of his choke tubes, which I have fallen in love with, and pairing that with Salt Creek Custom Ammunition. It has really done a really good job. I've been impressed with the patterns I'm seeing and all the gauges that I've been shooting uh, over the summer and even during this duck season. Also, want to thank Biscuit Built 3D, sent me that really nice tree strap, and Robbie has done an excellent job. He's also got a DIY kit for a swimmer. Y'all need to get over there and take a look at that as well. Anyway, here we go. I see we got a couple people in here tonight. Go ahead, shout out in the comments. Tell me who you are, where you're from, that all that kind of good stuff. Um, I'm just gonna be talking about so far the duck season. I know a lot of y'all across the northern states, your season has pretty much ended. Southern states are just kicking off on the second split. Here in South Carolina, our second split's going crazy. Uh, I've hunted a few times. I have not really hunted as hard as I normally do. I've been hunting, a couple days a week. Um, Charles, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? I've been hunting a couple times here, mostly, well, all of it has been in little beaver ponds, chasing the old elusive summer duck or wood duck, depending on where you're from and what you call them. But uh, that's what I've been doing. I wanted to be honest. I've only shot one. I'm just going to be honest with you. Um, I've taken my dad out a couple times on these beaver ponds on the edges, trying to get him to shoot some. Uh, they're on the other end, and I can't get him over there. So I'm gonna have to wade through that pond and get to him. Hopefully this coming weekend. But so it is what it is. Been hearing guys from around the state. They're shooting some ducks. Real good friend of mine was down at Bull Island, WMA. It's a lottery draw. If I remember correctly, they shot some gadwall. Um, they shot some, I think, gadwalls, spoony, a couple of model ducks. There was something else I can't remember. I can't remember, but they were three shy of a two-man limit. Uh, Flossin Farmer, how's it going, man? Tuning in from old stump hole right across the lake from me. Um, Welcome in, buddy. Appreciate you stopping in. One of these days we got to get together and try to chase a duck or chase a hog, or if nothing else, we'll go chase a turkey this spring. But and I've been hearing some other guys shooting a lot of wood ducks. I saw a post today where a guy actually shot a mandarin here in South Carolina. I'm quite sure that was an escapee from one of the waterfowl avians that are around. But regardless, it's a great trophy. And I'm very happy for him. I would love to shoot a mandarin. I really would. And it would definitely go on the wall. I don't care how bad it was tore up. It would go on the wall. Um, my boys up in North Carolina with Poor Boys Outdoors. They're a God service, Swans, and they have been doing absolutely wonderful shooting birds this year, shooting swans. I think they had 10 flocks came in on them the other day. Everybody in their party has gotten their limit. I have not talked to them personally, but I see their post all over the place, and it looks like everybody is getting their one bird, at least their one bird. So all their parties are limiting out. My buddies, Working Man Outdoors, Robert and Zach. I don't know if they're back in South Carolina right now, but they should be gearing up for Louisiana if they haven't already gotten down there. Their early season, the first season, the Thanksgiving season, they did real well shooting pintails, widgeon, teal, wood ducks, so forth. I'm going to be visiting them in January. I'm going to be heading up there. God willing, the river don't rise and Cody doesn't get snowed in. Cody from After Five Outdoors is going to join me out there, so we're going to have a good time. Cody was with me when I was with Cody rather up in Minnesota this year in October, and we had a great hunt. If you haven't seen the videos, please go and check them out. I do have one more that I just haven't put out yet. I've been kind of lazy the last couple days, but I'm hoping to get that video out. Hopefully, maybe by next weekend. Maybe I like I said, I've been kind of lazy on this posting videos. I got a couple of them I've been working on, so we'll see what happens. Just trying to get you some good footage is basically the wood ducks. They come in so early that you can't get them on camera. You have no idea what you're shooting. As far as the camera is concerned, and it's just really bad footage. It's dark, it's shooting time, it's shooting light, but they come in at dark. It's dark when they come in, and the camera just doesn't pick them up. So there we go on that. Anyway, we got about 7 people in here. Like I said, chime into the comments. Let me know where you're from. If you're new to here, please do me a favor. A little thumbs up button. Make sure you hit that for me. I really do appreciate it. But that's how my season's going. I want to hear from you guys tonight. Let me know how y'all are doing. Any new toys that you've gotten? Any toys that you're hoping to get from Santa Claus in about 10 days? Yeah, I think it is gonna be about 10 days. It'll be Christmas, and I'm hoping if I get anything, I hope I get some gift cards because nobody's going to get me what I really want anyway, as far as the gear that I need. So that's all cool. I'm at that age now. I just like to see my kids and my grandkid, and like to watch them as their eyes light up at Christmas and on Christmas morning, and eat good food and have my family around me. That's all I need anymore for Christmas Day. So. Tell me what your plans are for Christmas. My wife and I are kind of going back and forth, thinking, Christmas Day is just probably going to be just us two, but maybe do some cowboy steaks on the smoker, or I may even do a smoked ham. I'm kind of leaning to that smoked ham side. It'll be huge. It'll be big. It'll be a lot of food. You just got your A5 Sweet 16 and vintage tan camo, waiting for my TruLock choke tube. Cool beans, man. Which one did you get? Which tube did you get? What constriction? Did you also on your gun? Did you get a 26-inch barrel, 28-inch barrel? Help me out here. I personally find out on my Sweet 16, the new A5, modified tube works best for steel and bismuth, actually. I've had some really great patterns out of there. If you're going to shoot TSS at ducks, even at turkeys, you might want to open up. I have found real good results at some really good distances with improved cylinder and even a cylinder tube uh, shooting TSS. But you know, I know it's kind of hard people shooting improved cylinders at a turkey, but I'm telling you that pattern is at a shooting distance, at a good distance, which I say is 10, 15 yards. You're going to cover him up big time. Let's see here. Charles, y'all shooting ducks? Flossin Farmer, y'all shooting any? You shooting any ducks around the stump hole area or anywhere in the areas that you hunt? Let me know. You don't have to give me exact spots. I don't really care about exact spots. Just let me know if you're shooting some birds or if you're seeing any. I don't need an exact spot. And this is the internet. And of course, everybody's going to say, oh, he's shooting them birds there. We're going to go there. No, I don't need that information. Just tell me if you're seeing birds, shooting birds, that kind of stuff. I'm waiting on, like I said earlier, I'm waiting on January to roll around for my third and probably final out of state trip. Uh, Wasting gas, my Cole, how's it going? Wasting gas my way. I hear you. I am really this year was to take as many out of state trips as I could. My wait a minute. What do you say? Waiting for the season to start back Thursday. We have had a little rain. Things are better from that point. Okay, got you. I've been busy running trot lines and haven't been duck hunting yet. Got you. I started my season off in September, heading down to Louisiana, Working Man Outdoors. Mark J, what's going on, buddy? Glad you can make it. Thanks for stopping in. So I started up in Louisiana in September. We ended up with, and I say all, and I put all of us that were hunting together. I only hunted 3 days, but it was everybody that was in the blind with us, and it was just not me and Robert and Zach. There was others that was with us. We ended up with 33 birds for the season, for the early teal season, the 3 days that I was there. And I thought that was pretty good, considering the low numbers of teal that was predicted to come in, the low numbers of teal that were actually down there at the time. I actually thought that was a pretty good week. Came back home, got ready to go again, went to Minnesota, hunted there for 5 days. It was a very interesting hunt. I had a really great time with Cody. We hunted sometimes from daylight to dark. Sometimes we'd start in the midday. Sometimes we start early morning. It just all kind of depended. We'd pull out 3 or 4 birds a day until that one Thursday, which was the 4th day that I was there, where we shot a full 6 birds, 3-man limit, mallards, pintails, wood ducks, and it was awesome. The last day we shot we picked up 4. I know that we lost a couple of them, but we ended up with 3 mallards and a ringneck at the last day, which was, I had mallards that were decoying in. I mean, they were coming in, and that's how we shot them. And I still think we had a great time. Anti? You change your name? Anti Fouillette. Welcome in, buddy. So I've had a good season so far. Relatively speaking, I think Bougie has picked up 30, 34, 35, 34 birds this year. I was unable to take her to Minnesota, which was about killed me. Broke my heart. I know it broke hers, but and so we had that going on. Came back, did shoot one wood. She made a really good retrieve, and on the one wood duck that came in on me. But it was, like I said, I tried to get the camera up. I tried to shoot the film of her retrieving. When I reviewed the film, it was just dark. You could not see anything. And that's just the way it is. It was a, how wood ducks, they come in first light right at shooting time. It's still dark outside. Camera doesn't pick it up. It was cloudy that day. Bentley, what's going on, buddy? Glad you could make it. Go wake your daddy up and tell him to come on in here. So she's done real well. She's doing real well. And I'm hoping to put her on some more wood ducks this weekend. God willing, and there he is. What's up, Randy? God willing, the river don't rise. I'm going to hopefully take my grandson maybe for an Friday afternoon. This Friday afternoon after he gets out of school, maybe we'll go shoot a pond somewhere. It was 19 degrees last night. I don't know what the temperatures are right now, but I can look it up. Let's see here. It's 31 right now. 31 degrees. It's gonna be a low of 27. Low 20. Yep, low 27. So yeah, it was pretty chilly this morning. Of course, I work from home, so last night my wife boiled some chickens and some chicken thighs, and when I got off work, I shredded the chicken off. She made a big old pot of chicken and dumplings, and I'm warm on the inside, boys. That was really good. Her dumplings are out of this world. So hopefully, like I said, hopefully this weekend I'll grab my grandson, go for an afternoon hunt on Friday. Not exactly sure what I'm doing Saturday yet. Haven't quite decided, which is really kind of weird this year. Normally I'm in my boat all the time, and I haven't even cranked it up yet. I got the blind put on it, but I have not even put it in the water this season. Everywhere I went, I didn't need it. In Louisiana, we were hunting. You basically walked to the edge of the, took a side by side and got to the edge of the rice field and climbed in a blind. Minnesota, I was hunting with Cody, so I was in his boat, and didn't need it there. And like I said, I've been hunting these little beaver ponds. I did come across a Stealth 2000 boat, the Beaver Tail Stealth 2000, that I'm going to use in the beaver pond. I used it last weekend. Did really well to get me back into some areas I was looking when I was looking. And I'm hoping to probably do that again this weekend. Maybe there's a good chance. When I take it to that one particular beaver pond and see what happens. But if any of y'all have a Stealth 2000 or don't, or thinking about it, the one I got was used, which no big deal, but it didn't have a seat in it. So I've kind of rigged up a place to sit down, to sit. It paddles okay. I have a set of kayak paddles. They're kind of short. I really need a longer set of kayak paddles. But with that said, it serves my purpose. But that is one heavy, heavy boat. It's probably 129 pounds empty. But it'll, the thing about it's very stable and it's very wide, so it'll hold me and hold the few decoys that I take in the beaver ponds. I can get the dog in it without a problem, get to where we're going. So there's that. Hopefully, I'll have some video on that this weekend. But so again, I know that Charles is waiting for his season to reopen. Been talking to Randy a lot on the phone here lately, and I know how he's doing shooting wood ducks here and there. What are the rest of Cole? Do like me, get you an old pool dipper net thing. Make the paddle out of that. That's what I use. I got you. I might try that. I might try that. I might try that. But I do know that my kayak paddle is too short. And it doesn't want to track well because I got to lean and then lean. With a longer paddle, I know that I could just sit there in one spot and not have to worry about it. But how's y'all's duck season going? Just let me know. I mean, y'all getting y'all shooting wood ducks, y'all shooting big ducks, shooting divers, kind of. That's what we're talking about tonight. How's everybody's season? I'll show it to you or let you use it to see if it works. I got you. Okay. You at work or you off? Well, we'll see what happens. I might get the boat out Saturday. I don't know yet. I just don't know what off went to the river this morning. Y'all do any good at the river? I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I'm gonna do a walk-in hunt Saturday or put the boat in the water. I just don't know yet. I'll probably spend Friday morning if I got to pick my grandson up after he gets out of school. So, I may get in the backyard early Friday morning, get the motor cranked up, make sure she's running okay. It's just been one of those years, man. I just haven't needed it. Flossin Farmer, my son has been a few times in Andrews, and him and his buddies got some woodies. I got you. That's a long drive to go to Andrews from there. I actually got some kin people that live out that way. Saw a few coming into the spot at 3:30 and saw two probably 100 yards up the river from us. Didn't pull the trigger. I got you. Hunting Quimby on a kayak basically all season. Finally just got a boat again, so we're going to hit the lower lake, I think. Burdette, welcome in. I think this is the first time I've seen your name come in, so welcome in. Just do me a huge favor and hit that like button down at the bottom. Lower Lake. I haven't been to the Lower Lake in years, man. I need to get back down there. I used to have a spot down there that just, man, you get a good cold front in and you were shooting green-winged teal all day long. It was unbelievable. Little small flat down there that I know of. It ain't far. It's not a far drive. It's just hardly anybody hunts. I think it's because it's so close that nobody thinks there's going to be anything there. My son's girlfriend lives in Andrews and she likes to go. I got you. Yeah, I got, like I said, I got some kin people that live out that way. Um, we got a family pond out that way. We do a little bit of fishing in. That big one right there. So, um, so we like to, so we go out there to fish a lot. There are a few wood ducks in the swamp right behind this place, but not enough to really worry about. It's kind of a deep swamp too. The creek in there is real deep, and when you step off the bank, I mean you're over your, I mean you're over your head. It's just, and it's really thick. I mean, really thick. You can't even swing a gun in there. It's just too thick. So need to go in there and chop some bushes, I think. But uh, so, like I said, we're talking about ducks tonight. We're just having a good time, seeing how the season went. We do have Christmases coming up, 10 days. What's y'all's go-to meal? What do y'all like to cook on Christmas? Like I said earlier, I said I may be doing a ham. Probably do a smoked ham with a bourbon maple brown sugar glaze on it. I don't know yet, or I could throw some big old cowboy ribeyes on there and on the smoker. I just haven't figured it out yet. I don't know what I'm gonna do. What I'm gonna do? What do y'all's go to? As you can tell, I'm a big fella, so I like to eat. So I like to hear what other people are doing, how they're coming along, how they do their Christmases. When it comes to the food, um, I do not hunt on Christmas Day unless we have a snow day. That was the what I told my wife 37 years ago when we got married. I said I will not hunt on Christmas unless it is a snow day. Prime rib and sausage balls is my Christmas meal. I hear you, buddy. Yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of sausage balls. My wife, she'll make hers, and she'll take hers and put them in the oven. I'm going to make mine, and I'm going to put mine in the smoker. That's how I usually do mine. So we have a little smoked sausage balls, and then we have hers. And to be honest, they taste about the same. So, but I like to cook on the smoker. So, um, prime rib's a good meal, buddy. Mm, I'm full from chicken and dumplings, and I'm still talking about food. You know I love to eat. Oh, anybody got any news from the waterfowling world? Hearing anything in particular? I haven't really been keeping up too much. Wholesome Doug, man, I haven't seen you in a long time. I'm glad you made it. We make homemade pizzas Christmas Eve. I hear you. I'm glad y'all could make it in, man. I haven't seen y'all in a long time. I'm glad you could make it. I like to. Uh, I mean, we're mostly on Christmas is ham. Um, my wife's a big stickler for that, so I think Christmas Day is pretty much just going to be us. And the reason I say that is our daughter, she's got a new family, and they're probably going to do something Christmas morning. And then my son and his family, I know that I know he's working Christmas Day. So we may see the daughter-in-law and the grandson maybe Christmas afternoon, but of course, we'll have food. I'm gonna try to get my dad, old Papa Duck, to show up for a meal. Um, you know, come in and do that kind of thing, and but there'll be food at the house. I mean, whoever shows up, there'll be food there. Probably just be very simple this year as far as the food goes. I'll make the ham. My wife will make the homemade mashed potatoes. Maybe a little small thing of homemade mac and cheese. Probably some green beans or something, just to put some greenage on the plate. Um, we'll see what happens. Any? Hey, it's good. Let's see. That's pure duck fat. That's right. uh, wild duck is not greasy. I don't know why people think that. It really isn't that. It really isn't greasy at all. Um, it's the domesticated duck that most people eat, and they're fat on corn scratch and whatever little duck pellets they feed those ducks. So for the table, and that's where that grease comes from. But ducks, to me, especially wild ducks, are not greasy. I have to add fat to them, whether it be butter or duck fat. You get the little containers of duck fat or bacon or butter or something. I got to add something to it so it doesn't burn up. But what are we looking at for Christmas, guys? Anybody got any um things that they're hoping to get this year? Some things that they're hoping to get. Uh, I'm cooking some Boston butts and turkeys. Ooh, I got two turkeys in the freezer, and I got two Boston butts in the freezer. Um, and I'm gonna cook a ham. I'll probably go and get a spiral ham here this week. Um, and maybe some snows. What? Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, I got you. I had to think a minute on that one. You still seeing them? Just out of curiosity. Have to do a running gun across the field. Um, they, what are y'all looking at? Has anybody got any gifts that they're hoping to get, or that kind of thing? Bentley, what are you looking for? I know you're looking for something, buddy. What do you want Santa Claus to bring you Christmas Day? I think Bentley's our youngest in here tonight. So I'd like to hear what he's hoping that Santa Claus will bring him. I'm gonna make him talk tonight. Um, I personally just want my family. That's what I want this year. I just like to have them around. If they want to give me something, give me a gift card. Give me a gift card to Bass Pro Shop or Cabela's, or it's all the same. Um, I think you can still. I think since Max Prairie Wings was bought out by Bass Pro, that you could use gift cards there. The Bass Pro Shop, Cabela's gift cards there. I'd have to find out. I don't know 100%, but I'm pretty sure you should be able to, since they bought them out. But yeah, I've pretty much, as far as duck hunting stuff goes, man, I've got just about everything I need. Um, wouldn't mind having a couple gift cards, buy a little something for maybe next year or what have you. But what are y'all looking for? What do you want Santa Claus to bring you? Let me know. Let me know down in the comments, man. We're just talking tonight. Let's see here. On Burdette, let me know what you want. Cole, come on. I know y'all got something in mind. Know y'all got something in mind. Did Bass Pro Shop buy out Sportsman's Warehouse? I do not know. I know they bought Max Prairie Wings. I don't know if they bought out Sportsman's Warehouse or not. And a circuit judge. I hear you. But Charles, I have no idea, dude. No idea. I mean, I wouldn't mind waking up Christmas Day with a case of Salt Creek custom ammunition. If Keith is listening, to go ahead and put it in the mail. I won't open it up to Christmas Day. But no, I'm not really looking for you know, um, nothing I really need. Uh, I'd like to have a new boat, but instead I'm getting a new dryer. I had to order it. It should be here Wednesday, I hope. Oi. Well, if you need help with it, let me know. Let me know if you need help. I'm quite sure you can figure it out. But if you need help, let me know. Uh, I won't be able to get there to after I get off at 5, so it'll be probably about 6 or 7 before I get there. Oh, wait a minute. Bentley wants a laptop printer and a 3D printer. Oh, you gonna start making stuff, buddy? That'd be cool. We have a Sportsman's Warehouse in Wilmington and a Bass Pro Cabela's in North Myrtle. Yep. I've been to the Bass Pro Shop in North Myrtle, of course. And we got a Sportsman's Warehouse in Columbia, so I don't need to go to Wilmington all the way to Wilmington for that. I'm going to get myself a Lee loader so I can load my own shells. I got you. I always need ammo. Yeah, you're right, Ant. I always need ammo. No, oh, not anymore. I'd be an outlaw. I got you. All right. I had to go back up and read up what I was talking about. I always need ammo. You always need ammo. I don't care. But let's see here. Yeah, I got a for Charles and Randy, my buddy who was at Bull Island WMA, the lottery hunt. He sent me some video where they were sitting there in the blind, and they had a small flock of swans actually flew over them, which is encouraging to know that the swans are coming this far south again. I haven't heard of anybody seeing any south of Wilmington, to be honest. People, they may have seen them. I just haven't heard. But it's good to know that the swans are making it down the East Coast a little bit further. Many years ago, we used to have quite a few that would come into the Santee area. Many years ago. Didn't know they still made a Lee load. Oh, those have been around a while. Yeah, they've been around a while. Well, Bentley, I want to know if Santa Claus does bring you a 3D printer, what's the first thing you're gonna make? I'm kind of curious now. I'm kind of curious on that little adventure. Sell them right on Amazon. I keep drinking this tea like I am. I'm gonna have to go get me another glass of it before this thing ends. Oh, so what's everybody Uh, Come on, talk to me. Let's get some conversations going on. We talked about a little bit about the duck season. No swan reports here, but have some north of me about every season. Yeah. I'm trying to remember the county now where Poor Boys Outdoors is, and their swan. They have a guidance service. They're north of y'all. And they limit out it, dude. They've got it. I have yet to hear of their parties not shooting their bird. I mean, you're only allowed one, and with a tag, and they always get their limits. They always get their limits. Those boys got it going on out there. So if y'all are interested in getting a swan for maybe next year, swan permits go on sale, I believe, in Washington. That's it. That's it, Charles. Washington. Um, let's see here. You were out shoveling snow the other day, and 3 swans flew around. It was very low. Ooh, y'all got snow, Mark? Um, we don't know what that is down here, but if y'all are interested in getting a swan or putting in for a swan tag in North Carolina, I believe Mark Taylor. What's going on, buddy? I believe they go on sale in last part of July, first part of August, if I'm not mistaken. Can't remember. Excuse me a second. Bougie came in. She opens the door. Uh, put in for it. I think it's cost you $10. You may not get it the first year, but you would most definitely probably get it the second or even third year. They and go to and look them up. You can find them on Facebook. Poor Boy Outdoors, and like they're great guys, and they're going to put you on the birds. It's just that simple. They're going to put you on the. You want a mallard? Oh, a mallard duck. That's what you're going to make is a mallard duck. That'd be kind of cool. Again, if y'all want to head out west, hunt down around Louisiana. Highly suggest getting up with Robert and Zach over Working Man Outdoors. They got a pretty cool setup. Don't look for frills. It's not a luxury hunt by no means, but they know they got birds and they're going to put you on them. So we have a lot of snow. I know I was talking to Cody yesterday, and I said, dude, I sent him a weather report. It was going to be down to 19 degrees, and all he could do was laugh because he sent me one that was like minus 10 or something where he was at. Oh, really? Kind of like a lake effect snow. I'll have to go sound. Cool. Well, I'll put it to you. I live in the armpit of South Carolina. It could snow all the way around Sumter, all the way around it, and we wouldn't get the first flake. A storm could come through, and it would dump snow all the way around us. Every now and then we get it, and if we're going to get it, it's going to be in February. But if I hear of a snow day coming, I'm calling in sick that day because I will be on the water. And if my bosses are listening covertly, yeah, I call in sick and you look at the weather report. If it says snow, you know what I'm doing. All right. Well, like I said, it's been more than a minute since I've been on here, so that was the temperature here yesterday. What was the temperature there yesterday? Um, I was saying it was 19, but 19 degrees last night, but Cody had like minus 10 or something. um, but it's been more than a minute since I've been here, and I said, I need to come on and say hey to everybody and see what everybody's doing, and apologize for not being on here that often. Just been a lot going on, and get off work, and next thing I know, it's 9 o'clock, and I'm like, oh, where's my day, where's my evening gone? So, uh, so what else, everybody? Man, we got 10 people in here. Come on, if you're in here for the first time, do me a favor, do me a huge favor. Minus 10. Good Lord of mercy, I wouldn't know what to do. Yeah, we were in the high 50s yesterday, and then dropped down to 19 last night here. If this is your first time in here, man, shout out, leave a comment, tell me where you're from. If you're just sitting there listening, I mean, we're just cutting some fool right now, and tell me where you're from, and don't forget to hit that little like button. I sure do appreciate it. Go watch some of the videos. I think my Minnesota trip, that 4th day trip, was probably one of my favorites that I've done. I've done quite a few, but that was one of my favorites. The Louisiana trips, I had some really good film on that on the teal, which I was really surprised that I got a lot of what I did get. I was really surprised. I just had the cameras in the right location. Um, but when you're hunting with Cody, you're going to have at least 5, 6 cameras out. It's just the way it is. So we got a lot of good film. Got a lot of film that nobody's seen yet. A lot of footage. I'm going to be holding on to that for a while to put in some of the off-season stuff, and for next season as well, kind of like a prelude to next season. But I'm hoping after the Louisiana trip this year in January, get back, might have another hunt here local, maybe. We'll see what happens. But then we're gonna start getting ready again, and for next year. And my plan for next year is definitely go to North Dakota. If things work out, I'm going to be going to North Dakota next year. Me and Cody have been talking about it, and good chance that we're going to go there. Anyone here, if the onX app says South Carolina government land, what are the rules on hunting? And we were talking about that earlier, Randy. Me and you on the phone earlier today. But my plan is to go to North Dakota. The way it works out there now is an out-of-state hunter can hunt 14 days, but they can only hunt 7 days at a time in a certain zone. So you can only hunt 7 days in one zone. Then you got to transfer to go to another zone and get another license for that zone. That is my understanding of North Dakota right now. And my plan is to go there and hunt 7 days next year with Cody. I will, regardless, no matter, no ifs and buts about it. I am taking Bougie with me on that trip. We will figure it out. That is gonna. I'm not gonna leave her again. I mean, she could have picked up. Let's see, it would have been 18, 19, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, probably another 30 birds, which would have taken her total to over 60 for the season, and been some good training for her, good experience, and so I'm I'm really hoping to take her next year. She'll be with me in Louisiana. Depending on the weather, we're gonna have to watch her really close so the alligators don't get her on a couple places that we hunt down there. But regardless, I am going to be taking her with me. Won't have to worry too much in the rice fields, but the swamps and stuff we'll have to watch her. Um, Unless something changes, I will not be dragging a boat down there. There's no need in it. Really, no need to carry nothing but me, bougie of guns, and a case of shells. That's probably about all I need to carry on that trip. But we will be going. And then, like I said, North Dakota next season, probably sometime in October. Get back and could possibly go back to Louisiana. We'll see how that works out. If I had my druthers, I'd probably go either the first split in Thanksgiving or again in January, toward the end of the season, when it just the way it is, the way I like to hunt. So we'll see what happens. No telling if I get another trip, I may go on that. Don't know yet if I want to go on the teal hunt next year, because not the out of state teal hunting, because I am going to be taking that trip to North Dakota, and until I start getting a lot more views on my videos, start making some money, I got to watch how I get out there, and also vacation times and all that kind of good stuff. Y'all understand that. But so speaking of trips, anybody got any trips lined up for the rest of the year, for this season, rest of the season, or are they planning something for next year? Drop a comment down below and let me know where you're going to be going this year, or if nothing else, where you would like to go. Where's a bucket list hunt? Let's do that. Let's do a bucket list. If you had a bucket list hunt that you could go on, where would you want to go? My bucket list for this year was actually Minnesota. I'd never hunted Minnesota. I got a chance to hunt it. It's great country up there. I can see the opportunities for duck hunting up there. My bucket list for next year is North Dakota. I've never hunted North Dakota, so that's going to be on my part of my bucket list for next year. But if you could go anywhere, where would it be? Where would you want to go to hunt ducks? If I was going to do an out of country hunt, my bucket list would probably be New Zealand. I'd love to go to New Zealand and have the opportunity to shoot their swans and their shell ducks and their mallards and whatnot. I think that'd be an awesome hunt to go on. It's something I would like to do. As far as an out of the country hunt, is where I would want to go. Another bucket list is I'd like to go to Idaho, and I know that I'm gonna be close there when I go to North Dakota. I just don't think I'm gonna have the time to do it. But Idaho, I'd love to go to Idaho and hunt there. So I mean, there's a lot of places, dude. I mean, Kansas, Missouri, North Dakota, South Dakota, Idaho. Those are all would be bucket list hunts. I've never been to those states, so it'd be. I've been to them. I've just never duck hunted at them. So it'd be nice to have a bucket that kind of hunt. So let me know in the comments, what's your bucket list hunt? Where would you love to go? And it may be you're going there this year, so put it down, drop it in the comments. Come on. Let me know what y'all got going on, what y'all want to do. Let's see here. I mean, What else we got? Anywhere with ducks. I tell you, if you ever get a chance, um, if you ever get a chance, get down to Florida. I believe it or not. Even if you got to hire a guide, what have you, the first one or two times that you go down, so you don't get lost in the Everglades. Um, Florida has some good opportunities in the central part of the state, in the Everglades, and even on the west coast of Florida. They got some outstanding duck hunting out there, down there. Try, think about that. Of course, everybody loves, when they're thinking of mallards, they want to go to Arkansas to hunt timber. Nothing wrong with that. I like to hunt the timber, a flooded timber in Arkansas. Um, I enjoy it. I like hunting rice fields. I like hunting dry fields. So, um, you know, um, where you want to go, just let me know. Randy just wants to go where there's ducks. Um, that's a start. That's a start. Um, I tell you what, if I ain't kidding you, man. If I ever win the lottery, I'm gonna invite a lot of people to come hunt with me one day. Or I say, hey, meet me in this state, meet me in this place. We're gonna hunt. We're all gonna hunt together. Um, but me winning the lottery is that's slim to none. But yeah, New Zealand would be a cool place. If I had a place to go out of the country, probably New Zealand, or back to Canada. I've hunted Alberta, and I wouldn't mind hunting some of the other places, Saskatchewan, Manitoba. Um, I wouldn't mind hunting there, but again, um, so but if uh, not too late to get your ticket for tonight, $1.10 billion for the lottery. Oh, yeah. Dude, I could buy $1 million worth of tickets and I'd still lose. Um, if there were only 10 tickets to be sold and I bought 9 of them, I'd still lose. That's how my luck runs sometimes. Where'd Bougie go? Oh, she's behind me. Oh, let's see. Where else, guys? Come on, guys. Where's your bucket list? Um, where's your bucket list duck hunt? Mm. As much as I want a cinnamon teal, Drake, of course, to get the good ones. Uh, did my reply to you print in your chat? If it did, I lost it. Let's go up here a little ways. I got where you said hello to Mark Taylor, and I got where you were posting my info, which I do appreciate. Thank you. And that was it. I did not see. There's nothing else, buddy. I don't see anything else. Sweet. Are you talking about sweet tea ain't tea? It's hashtag swamp water. Is that what you're talking? My bucket had a hole in the bottom. Everything ran out. What's that old Hank Williams song? My bucket's got a hole in it. I can't buy no beer. I may have to do a fundraiser this year. How much would y'all pay me to get rid of my beard? I may have to do a fundraiser. I need some money, guys. I need to go to North Dakota next year, so I may have to do a fundraiser. What would it cost What are y'all willing to pay for me to shave my beard on live YouTube? What I'm afraid of, I do shave my beard. YouTube is blocking my reply to your question. Uh-oh. The birds I've seen around here and the birds people killed around here so far, it looks good for this year. Okay. YouTube is blocking. I don't know why. Let's see here. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can see something here. Media style. I don't have any blocks on here. Yeah, YouTube will block an entire comment if you use certain words. Yeah, that's true. I don't have anything that would cause anything to block. Undoubtedly just YouTube is this is YouTube anti. Nothing I can nothing I can do about that, brother. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Yeah, YouTube. Yeah, every now and then YouTube just blocks stuff that you don't even know why or how or they shut down a whole video of mine and I still ain't figured out. They still haven't told me why. I put a video out there and it's like, you know, it went away. Tried to re-upload it. Nope, wouldn't have it. And I've done probably 100 videos like that, and they still did it. I don't know what was in it that would make them block it. Y'all know I don't cuss on the videos. I don't cuss. I don't drink. You know, nothing like that. Get silly on here. Ooh, try this bucket. Maine all the way across the north to Alaska by train, all of it. Dude, that would be awesome. That would be an awesome trip. I mean, seriously, that would be an awesome trip. I don't know about I'd love to hunt Alaska. Um, but you're talking you're talking some old school hunting there. I'd have to break out I'd have to break out a Belgian Browning to take on that one. Um, but that would be a cool hunt. That really would be that'd be a cool thing. I've always wanted to follow the migration on every flyway, starting in Maine and follow the migration all the way down to Florida on the Atlantic Flyway, and then going to the Mississippi Flyway, starting all the way at the top, Minnesota, and just coming all the way down. And the same thing for the Central Flyway, coming all the way down, and even in the Pacific Flyway. I've always wanted to do that, but going straight across, man, that would be an awesome trip. That really would. That would be an awesome, awesome trip. Staying 3 to 3 to 5 days in each location, hunting, go back, get on the train, head to your next location, head to your next state, 3 to 5 days, and then go to your next one. That would be cool. I'd love to do that. That one I would love to do. Yeah, yeah. I would probably break out the Belgian Browning and I would probably break out all my cork and wood decoys. Because I mean, if I want to do it on a train, dude, I'm gonna get a private coach. You know, private. Is it called a coach on a train? Private coach or private room or whatever. Um, that I mean, it's the only way you can do it. And um, but yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. And what would even be better, man, is if you can get on some of the older style trains too. You know what I'm talking about? That would be awesome. But yeah, I would have to break out the old Belgium, and I'd have to break out the old cork and wood decoys. Yep. And don't think I wouldn't. If I had the money, I'd do it. I'd start planning it now. I really would. Uh, maybe if I ever get big enough, maybe before I get too old, maybe I can get somebody to sponsor me to do that, because that would be an awesome trip. That would be so cool. That's a good idea, Anti. That really is. That was a good idea. Thank you, man. I'm gonna have to start thinking how I can do this. LL Bean decoys for the main. I've got a few of them back here in the cork. Um, I got a few LL Beans and some herders cork. All right, Bentley, take care of yourself, man. Good night. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it all the time. Hopefully we can hopefully me, you, and your daddy can get together this year and hunt one afternoon. Private cabin all the way, but oh, that would be actually be cool, man. That that would be something, man. That would be something. All the vintage stuff in it on the back, man, that would be awesome. Yeah. I mean, I would have to, if I was gonna, I would even, of course, there would be you'd have to have some things that are modern to hunt with. Waders being number one. But I would probably get rid of all the camo and go to old school brown, the dark browns, pants, shirts, coats, um, instead of a camo pattern. Unless I got a camo company to wanted to sponsor me on that, but yeah, you have to try to do that old school, man. I mean, really old school. Definitely had the lever actions along. I don't have a lever action shotgun, but I would most definitely bring the Belgium. Yeah, the Belgium would definitely be on the trip, and it would be the 16 Belgium. So unless I can find a good old double gun, like an old Parker or something, an old Parker. Yeah, that would be the ticket, buddy. Can you imagine me getting off that train with 2 dozen corks, Belgium, or an old double Parker, um, getting picked up and going out hunt for 3 to 5 days, coming back, going back to the train car. Um, Next train comes in and hook me up. I get on it and have my meals in the car, and oh, that'd be awesome. That would be awesome. If I'm going to do it right too, I'm probably going to have to get a butler. I mean, come on, let's do it. Let's do it all the way, Anti. Let's do it all the way. have a butler, have somebody cook my meals, whole 9 yards, sitting there in the evening as I'm going, having a nice little adult beverage drink with brown water, and no TV. Now I would carry cameras and stuff because I would definitely want to film it. Holland and Holland or a Purdy. Oh yeah. Yeah. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Uh, Not really true to the channel, but my bucket list would be to trap in Alaska and out of a cabin with only a wood stove and no electricity. I got you, Mark. No, no, that's fine, dude. That's fine. Um, that would be a cool trip. That would be a really cool trip. Really cool. That would be an awesome trip. That'd be an awesome trip for you. Yeah, it most certainly would. But you're gonna have to go old school though. If you're gonna do it, you got to go old school. You got to get mountain man on you. You got to get a mountain. You got to get that mountain man look. I mean, you got the beard and all. I'm just talking about the clothing. Friday. No, my wife would wring my neck. Uh, but that would be, yeah, you're right. Y'all are right. Yeah, anti, you're right on that one, man. You're right on, man. That would be. Oh yeah, if I could get that to happen, whew, that would be a kind of a trip that y'all remember that guy that took that John boat and went down the Mississippi River and came back out and it went down the west coast of Florida, then came up the east coast and all the way up to the north and cut through the Lake Erie and all that stuff. That's the kind of attention you would get on that kind of trip. That would be definitely. And if I was to start the trip, um, I would actually start from here. I would start on a train from here. We don't have an Amtrak close that I'm aware of. We may. I just don't. I'm not aware of it. But loading it up here in South Carolina, and then taking that train all the way to Maine, starting the hunt, and then all the way across. Oh, but that would be a cool trip, dude. That would. Oh man. All right, what else we got tonight, guys? We've been over here over an hour tonight. Um, it goes through Florence. Okay. Well, we've been here for over an hour tonight, and I think we've had a good conversation. We've had a lot of fun. Talked a little bit about the duck season so far, what's going on. Um, Talked about a heck of a bucket list. I brought that one up. On a bucket list duck hunt, Mark came up with a bucket list trapping adventure he'd like to do. Talk a little bit about Christmas and what we like to eat, what we want to eat, and maybe what we want to get for Christmas. So, I think we've had a good chat tonight. I'm going to try to get back here next Monday night. Or is that too soon after Christmas? I got to look at, or is that's right before Christmas, isn't it? Yeah, next Monday. Um, You talking about the Great Loop John Boat guy? Yeah, that's who I'm talking about. The Great Loop John Boat guy. The attention that he got on that's that kind of a trip going from Maine all the way to Alaska or even just to Washington State, um, duck hunting, out of the back of a train. That would be awesome. I mean, that would really be awesome. Um, you talk about the logistics of that. He's getting a new boat built now to do it again to beat his time. Wow. That's another trip. I wouldn't mind taking that kind of a trip and not duck hunting on it, but just to have that kind of a trip. I think that would be kind of cool. Um, but like I said, guys, we've been here over an hour, and unless anybody's got anything else they want to talk about real quick, let me know. I am going to try to get here next. I'm going to look at the calendar real quick. Yeah, the 22nd. Yeah, it's right before Christmas. So we'll do right before Christmas. And then maybe another one right after Christmas, maybe. And then because after that, in about 2 weeks, I'm headed to Louisiana. I'll be getting to Louisiana on 16th, I believe. So 16th, 17th, something like that. We'll see how that rolls. Anywho, guys, listen, I do appreciate y'all coming in tonight. I've had a lot of fun tonight, getting back with y'all. I know it's been a while. Hopefully we can start doing this a lot more often. Now the duck season has started and a lot more to talk about what we're doing over the weekends and during the weeks and whatnot. Listen, y'all have any questions? Y'all have any questions that you have? Any ideas, things you'd like to see other than just duck hunting, other just little things here and there, how to things or what have you, you can always shoot me an email at daddyduck365@gmail.com. That would be the way to get in touch with me. A lot of you in here, y'all have my number, that kind of thing. You can always ask me there. And hold on, Randy, I'll get right with you. So if y'all have any questions, anything you want to see, anything different, let me know on there. That kind of stuff. Hey, shoot me an email. If you just want to say, hey, shoot me an email. Let me know. I would sure love to hear from you. That kind of thing. Randy, real quick before we leave, Randy said you can be the first to do the great loop with a mud motor. You know what? I was actually thinking about that just a second ago. And that would be cool. Of course, if I was to do it, I would want to do it in a with a Freedom motor. Not that I don't like any of the others or the Go Devils, which I have a Go Devil or Gator Tails or Mud Buddies or anything like that. But I think the Freedom motor and the way it handles, with the turning and all that kind of stuff, short shaft, the way it is, would be a better option. But it is still a mud motor. And most definitely want to do it. I wouldn't mind having twin motors, and definitely a center console just for the ease. But anyway, guys, I sure do appreciate it. Y'all coming in. Y'all have a great one. You take care of yourselves. Hope to see you next Monday night. Like I said, if you have any questions or what have you, shoot me an email. Maybe something we can do on a live stream. We talk about your question, or I can do a video on it. But anyway, y'all have a great one. Take care of yourselves, and we will see y'all next time. Daddy Duck 365. Have a good night, y'all.